Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Minecraft. As I said, I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I've made in one of my other Minecraft worlds. The reason for that is twofold. One, I want to show you what kind of a builder I am so you can know what to expect from the rest of my Minecraft series. The other reason is that one of the ideas that I had was directly inspired by something that I made in this other world, and I want to show you guys it so that you can see what I have in mind. So here we are. This is my main single-player world that I have logged many hours in. And I have many things that I have made. This bug is annoying. It's happened ever since 1.8 where, yeah, unless you look at the right angle, you don't see the top of the beacon beam. Yeah, so there's a number of things I wanted to show you guys. So the first thing I'll show you guys is the housing of this beacon. We come down here. Looks pretty awesome. But this is not the beacon proper. This is the beacon. I had to dig all this out for the most part. As I've said before, many of the things that I do are inspired by the environment that I am in Minecraft, and there was a pit right here, a gigantic pit that just went down 40 blocks or something stupid. It actually had vines growing down the side of it for a while because this is a swamp biome and there was a couple trees right here, and I used to climb down that and go caving down there, but I instead decided to convert it into the home of this beacon. So this is my house. It looks pretty basic on the outside. On the inside, it's nothing that impressive, but I think it's pretty good. I have these redstone lamps that are powered actually by redstone blocks above them because I have so much redstone. And this is Pete, my chicken. Say hi, Pete. This here is the Ender Dragon egg mounted on the wall from my defeat of the Ender Dragon. This is my armor that I hardly ever use, especially now that enchantments keep costing more and more for repairs. That's very sad, so I'm probably going to rarely use this stuff anymore. And here's my enchanting table. And all the rest of this stuff, all this storage, brewing stand, everything else. This is most of my stuff. I also have additional storage down here. All this lit by redstone lamps. Over here, I actually have this machine kills fascists. Yeah, it actually burns blocks. This, you heard the click there? This is a trapped chest. And so the trapped chest, it's actually hooked to an inverter. So it fires a redstone signal when it's closed. That's hooked to a hopper. So if I take like this piece of sand here, put it in the chest, and then close the chest, hopper fires, pulls it out, and drops it into a pool of lava. That's not that creepy. Over here was my very first steel pickaxe. It's kind of sad. From my understanding, there's a bug in 1.8 that it would occasionally cause item frames to drop. I don't know what the requirements for that bug were, but whatever the requirements were, apparently it happened with this, which is sad. But I didn't lose the Ender Dragon egg. That's kind of the most important thing. I can deal with losing the pickaxe. The dragon egg, that one's very important to me. And Petey gives me a lot of other eggs, and I like the eggs that Petey gives. They're just not nearly as rare. So over here we have my stable with Steve and Traveler. I don't go horse riding very much, but you know, it's nice to have these guys here, and I built them a stable to match my house. Over here we have a needlessly large wheat farm. I wanted a challenge. Up there, those are pistons that are holding back water. There's a switch on the top. If I were to fire that switch, water would cascade down, knocking off all of the wheat, and then I can just come over here and stand right there at the collection point and get all the wheat. Peak yield of over 1,300 units. So there's 4 of these things in my world. These are markers, and they are markers for the beacon. When I'm outside of them, no effects. As soon as I move inside, I get the beacon effects. So they're a way to mark what is properly my base. So you'll notice that my house is built in a swamp biome. I was not informed that apparently a swamp biome is a terrible place to make your house. So, in honor of that, I made this, the swamp house, with this quote, "Try not to live in a swamp biome," from the Minecraft wiki. Yeah, take that, wiki people. I think I've done okay. Over here, we have the Tower of Blade. Mighty tower of towering towerness. Unfortunately, only way up is the stairs. Let's get my potion of swiftness. This makes it much more bearable. I don't come up here very often. I thought I would use it more. Basically, I have a tower like this in the very first Minecraft world I ever made. I made a tower like this, but that was back when the maximum build height was only 128, and I built it from the top of a mountain to the top of the world, and it ended up being like, I don't know, 40-something, 50-something blocks tall or whatever. Yeah, this one I was like, oh, I'm going to do that again, but this time I'm going to do it from sea level all the way up to the top. That would have taken forever. So I stopped. I stopped after exactly, so this is exactly 100 blocks from the base up to the top. And we still haven't reached it yet. I'm not going to cut any of this out. So, there we go. We made it. This is the top. So as you could probably have seen from the bottom, there are 4 rooms. This room, I call it my dining room. It's just the extra room. Over here is the bedroom. The bed so I can sleep. Set my spawn point to here. I don't mind having my spawn point be here. It's okay. It's the having to walk this that's annoying. Over here is a drop-off point. I will use this to get back down because walking down the stairs is just as bad as walking up them. And here's my storage room. Just got basic stuff in here in case I need to repair any of this or add anything, like when I added up here this monument to my original diamond chestplate. It says here, this is the irreparable armor used to slay Wither and Dragon. This stuff, this is some really good armor. It, here, I'll show you. What? Oh, that's not cool. Okay, well, since I had to move this over anyway, I haven't really done anything in this world since I moved it over, I'm just going to grab the save data off of my old computer and then never take this off of there again. Wow, that's really unfortunate. Okay, anyway, to the drop-off. Hello, Mr. Squid. Here is the other, one of the other 4 corners of the beacon. Here's my ridiculous sugarcane farm that I went way out of control with. All of it is on sand, and I've never counted, but I'm sure there's over 1,000 units here that I can get in any one go. It's pretty ridiculous and way more than I would ever need. I made it when I originally was making all those bookcases for my enchanting table, and I kind of went a little bit overboard because I wanted to get all the bookcases done as quickly as possible. Yeah, I now have an endless supply of sugarcane. This here is my original high-yield wheat farm before I made the other gigantic, way too big one. Again, this was because I wanted to do stuff with straw blocks, namely make that stable over there, and have straw blocks for other build projects that I might someday have in the future. And I felt like my other little tiny wheat farm was too slow, so I made this. And I felt like this wasn't fast enough, so I made that, and now I have too much wheat. You can probably expect me to do similar things in our Minecraft world. Get impatient, build something completely insane, and then I'll have too much of stuff forever. Over there is the very first large mushroom I ever saw. I made this because back when I made this world, the only places that large mushrooms could spawn were in mushroom biomes, and as I said, I've never been able to find one. So I decided to make a gigantic mushroom. I had to build a roof over top of this area. I made it out of dirt, and then I planted the mushroom and used bone meal to make it grow. So I could show you guys some other stuff in this world. I have a rail system that connects to a sheep pen of mine. I also have that over there. I call it the Hall of Convergence. Okay, I'll show you guys that one, and then I'll show you the thing I wanted to save for last. So the Hall of Convergence is, I would call it an art project that I made. I made it as a way of trying to capture what Minecraft is. I wanted to bring the essence of all the different parts of Minecraft down to one building. And so, I have here the 4 different kinds of wood. Back when I made this, these were the only different kinds of wood that you had because dark oak and acacia wood had not yet been added. I have a crafting bench, of course, in the very center of this, made out of wood, and also just it kind of symbolizes the creation aspect that goes into all of this stuff. And over here we have the wedding of the ways. This is what I think symbolizes the 4 different parts of Minecraft. You have the overworld surface, the overworld caves, you have the nether, and you have the end. And these 4 things together make up what feels to me like the world of Minecraft. You can kind of see that in these 4. Interestingly, this now is almost kind of a museum to the moment that I made it in Minecraft's history, because now, for example, there's more than just this one kind of stone in Minecraft now, and there are more kinds of wood. And now in the nether, you also have nether quartz. So all of these different things, they're kind of like a snapshot of what Minecraft was when I started this world. Were I to make this today, I would probably have had a couple of pieces of nether quartz, maybe here and here on the side, and I definitely would have included the multiple different kinds of stone around here. And obviously I would have more than just these types of wood. But I'm not going to change this because I feel like it's a monument, a memorial to the world of Minecraft as I knew it when I made this and when I started this world. And the last part of it here is this fountain that I made. The water, it's a part of Minecraft, but by the same token, it's separate. And again, this kind of represents Minecraft as the way it was when I made this. To me, the water was a place you did not really go. It was outside of the regular world of Minecraft in the sense that, you didn't build anything in water, and every time I've ever tried to build something in water, it's turned out terribly. But now that they have underwater structures and things like that, it makes the water much more a part of the game. And so, again, this is kind of an example of how the game has changed since I made it. So I wanted to show you guys this because I think this is a good representation of what I think when I'm playing Minecraft and why I build the things that I build. Okay, and last but not least, I have one more thing to show you guys, and this is the thing that I have been wanting to show you all because it is something that I'm going to be adding to our world. This nether portal here, apart from just, being all nicely decorated with, the path and the netherrack and all that fun stuff, serves an important purpose in this world. This is not just a nether portal. This is a bridge. So this probably doesn't really look much like the nether because I have done so much to seal it off. I wanted to use wood here just to try to make this place feel less nethery, because you never think of you having wood in the nether, but it is definitely the nether outside here. And this staircase leads up to a path, and this path is a bridge through the nether. It is a bridge to other parts of my Minecraft world so far away that I could not normally traverse them by foot. The problem that I have with our Minecraft save is that because we spawned in an ocean biome, we are very far away from land. I'd like to be able to stay near our original spawn. I like the mooshroom island. I like all that stuff that is there, but it's so far from everything else. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bridge system like this. It may involve some literal bridges, but in a figurative sense, it will be a bridge between our island and the mainland, and it will allow me to travel distances far, far faster and much greater than what I would be able to do otherwise. Because while boats are pretty fast, in the nether, for every 1 block you walk, it is 8 in the overworld, and that is far faster than even boats. So the place I am going to over here is one that it would be over a full day's walk if I were to walk it in the overworld, and not to mention it's kind of hard to find because it's underground. But I'm taking you guys to the stronghold in this world, and this portal leads to the stronghold. And here we are. this stronghold is where I defeated the Ender Dragon. And if I were to go down that way, I could show you guys the room with the portal and all that stuff. But more important is just the idea of this. This system of portals allows me to move around in this world. For example, there are no NPC villages within more than a 2-day walk from my spawn in this world. I needed some way to get to them. And walking was not practical. I did not want to build a minecart system, and they were across land, not water, so I couldn't boat it. The first one I found was actually over a 3-day walk away. So instead of walking for 3 days, I used this system to get there in just a couple of minutes. And this system is what I'm going to be bringing to our world. Now, building this was not exactly safe. This whole thing, I had to import all of this stone, and I constantly had gas attacking me. Occasionally I would accidentally hit a zombie pigman with an arrow, and then they would start attacking me because I was trying to fight off the gas. And this whole system, it's pretty basic once you get right down to it, but it is very time-consuming to make something like this, to have this kind of a structure that allows me to safely traverse the Nether. But I think it was totally worth doing in this world, and I think it'll be worth doing in our world. Another thing you can do, I combined the Nether travel with this minecart system here. That goes toward the first NPC village I found. Like I said, it's a 3-day walk in the overworld. With this system going through here and then taking this, I can get there in a couple minutes. So this is what I'm going to be making in our world. This is what I meant by I'm going to make a bridge. And I am also going to be making an actual bridge, like across that little water gap. But this will be the big bridge. This one will bridge the gigantic ocean-sized water gap between us and the mainland. And it's raining here. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope that it will give you a good idea, a preview of many things, a preview of what kinds of things you can expect me to be building in our Minecraft world, and more immediately, a preview of our next build project, building a bridge, building a nether path system that will allow us to get to the mainland in a reasonable amount of time so that I can go gathering resources and not have to spend an entire night in a boat. So thank you all very much for watching this video. My name is Youngblade. Let's get in from the rain, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. More polygons! And our polygons will be in the Nether!